13th house next to the cemetery.
Sandi and Kevin have bought and sold a lot of houses. Now they're on the hunt again in San Antonio. This time around, he wants a vintage property to fix up.
You could take this whole thing out and redo it so that it looks period.
This is a lot of work.
She wants vintage too, on the outside. But inside, she wants state-of-the-art.
It looks cool in here because it's such a high ceiling.
Yes.
They're also at odds over how close to live to their adult daughter.
You're only a couple blocks away from
I know, she's like right there. I love it.
My daughter's 22 years old. I don't want to see who she's having over. Ignorance can be bliss. It's a nice day outside.
Okay.
Go get some lunch.
Okay. Right now, we live in a pretty modern downtown townhome, and I've loved living here.
But all that changed recently when their 22-year-old daughter, Sid, bought her own house in San Antonio, and Sandi joined her on the hunt.
I saw all of these other homes that were older, that had the charm, so I'm excited about what else may be out there for us.
13th time we've moved in 27 years of marriage.
Which I totally reserve the right to change my mind whenever I want.
But Kevin's open to moving too, since he also likes vintage properties. And now that he's retiring, he's eager to explore new neighborhoods.
I'm a county commissioner for Bexar County, a local elected office. You have to be in a specific geographic area, and that's the geographic area that you represent. So for the first time in 15 years, Sandi and I have the entire city of San Antonio that we can choose from, which, I'm kind of looking forward to.
Hi. Thank God. I am starving.
I want some projects to do. Me finding a fixer-upper in a historically designated neighborhood is just fine with me.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, that's how you put your personality on a place. I like that.
I don't know if I could do that again. Our first house, the house where we brought you home, was in a historic district. It was hard to deal with. We had to renovate all the time and live there. I totally
But it was
don't wanna
cool.
do that.
But you loved it, though. At least from the memories you've told me about, you really enjoyed being
Oh, I
able
loved
to-
the house.
Yeah.
I hated the work. Location is always the first thing because you do want to be closer to you.
I love you, baby, but I think everybody kind of needs their own space as well. I'm a believer sometimes in that ignorance is bliss. So I want to give her her space. I'm not sure I want to know who's coming over to the house, who's having parties. I'd just rather not know.
And I really want to downsize into something smaller.
I'd like to go up to like 2,000 square foot.
Oh my God. Seriously?
Yes.
We worked so hard to get down to this. I think we can go smaller.
I like having different spaces for my stuff. I like to have an office.
A deal breaker for me is not having enough space to do the things I want.
If I can find him a space for the greenhouse, then I can probably get everything else that I want.
Oh, wow. All right. Okay.
We'll see.
That's one way to approach all of this, yes.
It's a 3-2 and it's 1,500 square feet. I think that's way too big. We certainly don't need 3 bedrooms.
Why not? It could be my office or something.
Today, they're in Dignowity, a historic neighborhood founded by a local doctor in the 1800s.
It's shocking to me that we can actually finally look here.
That's a cool one. We could fix that up.
Babe, I don't want to fix anything up.
So you keep saying.
With couples in particular, there's going to be varying opinions, and that does put me in a tough spot. They're both really good friends of mine, and I want to make both of them happy.
You know, it looks like they really did a wonderful remodel on it. I mean, this is really nice.
Somebody knew what they were doing.
Yeah, I love the gingerbread. I think that's one of my favorite things about it.
Kind of cool.
Yeah, and they painted the underneath of the ceiling, did that blue.
You know why they do that? That light blue, it makes it look like the sky, and it keeps the mud daubers from nesting up there.
How do you feel about looking at headstones?
I don't mind it. I think it's kind of cool.
It's a little odd, like really odd. I'm just not sure how I feel about that yet.
Hey.
Hey. Come on in.
How are you?
Just turning the lights on for y'all.
This is an incredibly interesting location. A cemetery? Seriously?
I thought that would catch you off guard.
No kidding.
I have a feeling you might like that.
I think it's kind of cool.
It's kind of quirky.
It looks like it's been redone incredibly well.
Well, this is actually new construction.
It feels like a 1920s, 1930s house.
One of the exciting things for me in this is I like these old houses. I like being able to fix them up. I've always been pleased at being able to do those things and do a lot of them myself. I wouldn't have an opportunity to do that in this house, and that bothers me a lot.
You know what? There's always plenty of
Always something
There's
we can
plenty of
find for you to
honeydews I can
do.
come up with, I'm sure. Let's look in here.
This is the master here.
I do love these crown moldings. They're really, really pretty.
Really pretty.
And the ceiling height is just amazing.
It really is.
Well, that's period correct, too.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so this is a great bathroom. Not a fan of the tile. For somebody that was redoing something in a
Right, it's not
20s,
very
30s.
Yeah,
period
it's not-
appropriate.
Well, that's okay. This is a really big sized room though. The only thing that causes me some serious pause on this, I love that it's new, but this is a huge house.
1,500 square feet, that's not big. I think she's just thinking of the here and now, and she's not thinking long term. They're gonna want that little bit of extra space. So I'm hoping that she'll come to realize that.
So do you know what was here before?
It was a vacant lot. Everything is new, from the slab all the way to the roof.
Okay, this is not cool.
What? Oh, that it's electric.
It's not gas.
That's surprising.
gas.
However,
Can you get gas here?
yes, you can. I spoke with the developer, and there actually is gas to the house, so you would just have to swap that out.
Oh, well, that's a fixer for you. There's a little mini project there for him.
See? We'll keep you busy, don't worry.
So this is a 3-bedroom. Oh, Jack and Jill bathroom. Must have been like a discount on this tile or something. I don't know why you wouldn't have just put white subway in, or maybe the little
True.
Little hexagons.
yeah,
It's a little shiny.
little penny tiles or something. But that's okay. I mean, I'm telling you, Kevin, there's your next project.
Another project.
So this bedroom is interesting because we don't have a 3rd bedroom right now. So what would you do with this space?
Need my home office. I'm retiring from public service.
Okay.
Might have to be working out of home.
I could do
There
a
you
home
go.
office. That would be interesting. I just, you know me, I don't want to buy any more furniture. Okay, so this is pretty much the same as that size. It just feels so big to me. Okay.
Closed patio.
Oh,
Could
kinda
be
cool.
a green space for you.
Holy cow.
Wow. So here's your greenhouse, I guess.
Screened
nice.
in
This is nice.
on those
I
nights
do.
when it gets buggy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I love this porch.
They did do a good job of matching the period architecture, though.
They really did.
Yeah.
Wow.
I like the space. I don't like that it's new construction. Nothing I'd have to do to this place, and I got a problem with that.
You know, the funny part is that sits pretty close to this, and there's plenty of projects to do at her house.
Yeah.
So I do like that a lot, and I'd probably be willing to put up with extra space.
This is like a quarter of a mile away from her. You know, I wanted to give our daughter space, and
Well, that's space. Never been a helicopter mom, but I do want to be close to our only daughter. So for him to kind of say not to worry about that hits my heart a little bit.
But remember, we've got all of San Antonio open to us.
Yeah, I know. I'm
True.
excited
This is
about
true.
that.
I know,
I'm excited
I know.
to see
I
what
wanna-
else
I
we
want to
have.
try to take advantage of that. This is one of the best neighborhoods in town. I love King William. You can't beat this area.
Well, it is a little expensive. The one we're seeing is $389.
Holy cow! I love King William.
I've always loved this neighborhood.
I mean, look, there's the river right there.
Yeah,
You can't beat this area.
you really can't.
What I'm a little worried about, though, is it's so expensive in King William.
Well, it is a little expensive. The one we're seeing is $389.
Holy cow.
I know. It's 1,100 square feet in a 2-2.
That's a lot smaller than I would prefer.
The only thing that kind of concerns me, though, is that this is not that close to Sid.
This is, what, 15, 20 minutes away from where she lives?
Yeah.
It can work.
Yep. Okay,
You
it's
know,
right
we're-
here.
I like this.
Oh, wow. That is pretty.
That's like a lot like our first house.
It sure is. Very pretty.
There's Andrea.
So
Oh,
cute.
Kamish, don't you look dapper?
Some of us got to work, dress up.
So,
Wow.
before you even say anything, I know the price point is higher than what you want, but
You
it
think?
says King William.
But you're way up there right
Yeah, this is
I knew
so
you'd say
cute,
that.
though.
The price of this home is really high, especially for the square footage. What I think has happened here is it's a double lot. So you're getting twice the amount of space in terms of land in a part of town that's highly sought after. Since it has been on the market for a while, maybe the sellers could negotiate a little bit.
Great floors.
Original hardwood floors.
And this is that longleaf pine.
This is longleaf pine. Good eye.
So that was the building material from the early 1900s through the 1950s.
Well, this was built in 1930.
Well, now it's an endangered species tree.
Wow.
And so the only place you can get it is in old places.
You know, you could refinish this beautifully and it would brighten up the whole room. And they have the nice baseboards, which is great. Oh, this is really interesting what they did right here. It seems like a doormat.
No. That was the old floor heater.
Oh, right. It would
right.
be the register that was really, really hot.
Yeah.
Well, let's add some slate tile and nobody will
And
know.
it'll blend right in. So, oh, great doors here. Oh, and then this is, I guess, the original dining room, maybe?
Possibly.
Yeah. I mean, it's, or just maybe a sitting living room.
Maybe, den.
Yeah.
So walking into the bathroom here.
Is this like, oh my goodness. Wait a minute, this is the toilet and the shower.
This is called the Texas bidet.
I can tell you it is not period correct.
This is not very correct.
Remember, I can tear all this out.
Right.
While it's a lot more than we want to spend, and it's going to take a lot of money to update it, by the time we're done, I know we will more than see our value in those updates.
This is a really tight kitchen.
Yeah.
I could take this whole thing out
Yeah.
and redo it so that it looks period.
I just see way too much to do in this place. This is a lot of work. This is the master? Oh my God.
You never have to go on another vacation. You're here.
Somebody loved this wall. Okay. So this is a 2-2. This is the second bathroom.
Yes.
I wonder if this was the original back of the house, maybe?
Yeah, it's possible. Isn't
Hey,
this
this is
not
cool.
beautiful? So charming. Very
home.
private. I knew you'd like it.
Yeah, this is a pretty
That I could
big
use.
lot.
This is. It's a quarter of an acre in Southtown.
Is it really?
That's a little crazy.
That's
a
huge.
little crazy for the space. And this is really neat. I'm sure that's just like a tool shed or
Yes,
a potting shed or
it's just
something.
a little potting shed.
But hey, I'm seeing greenhouse.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's kind of ugly right now, but look, I could take all that down. I could put up the greenhouse.
Yeah, absolutely. I
Yeah.
see it,
All I
Kevin.
keep hearing you say is, I could.
Sandy, it's just money.
I do not want to spend that kind of money on something that is way expensive.
It's beautiful.
It is.
But I
really
keep
pretty.
thinking at $389 that it would be completely redone. I think this house would have been great for us 25 years ago, but different priorities, and I just don't want to do the work now. I'd rather spend the time with our daughter and with each other.
Like I was saying, this is one of the best historic neighborhoods to live in. That
You could walk
know,
to the river.
Okay, so in all seriousness, this is like perfect for me. Yes, I don't get the size on the inside of the house that I
Right.
want, but I more than make up for that out here.
Absolutely.
I am not going to live in a house where we have to reconfigure again.
I compromise a lot for you.
Yes.
I'm gonna need a little give and take here.
Okay.
This is not in the historic district, but many of the homes are still built in the historic era.
As long as it's period correct.
Today, Kevin and Sandy are seeing a home in an up-and-coming area called the Near East Side, not far from their daughter, Sid.
No, this is beautiful. It's great.
Nice old beadboard.
Yeah.
Hello. How are y'all?
Good to see you.
I like it.
I thought you would. You're only a couple blocks away from
I know.
Sid.
She's like right there. I love it.
I do realize that's not my thing, right?
I know.
That's all right.
I know. I picked this house as an option because it is close to Sydney, and also because this house has definitely been fixed up well. It's super cute, it's super charming, and I think she might stand a chance of talking him into this one.
This is completely redone.
Completely redone.
That's not good.
Oh, no, already.
We'll find something for you to do, I'm sure.
I'll create a list.
Oh, but look at this wall.
Yeah, I love the shiplap.
Yeah, you know, originally, yes, it would have shiplap like this, but then they'd cover it with a plaster.
Right.
You've seen it in some of the older homes
Right.
and stuff. You can tell they redid this. See the new screws? Usually it'd be nails.
Okay. What do you think of the exposed ducting?
I don't know. It's not bad. It looks cool in here because it's such a high ceiling.
Yes.
This retro mod kind of stuff. You like it. I don't like it. I like either do it back originally or go with the modern piece.
Yeah, and see, I think
Don't like the mix.
and I think this is such a good blend of it. Well, let's look at this bathroom. I want to see this bathroom here. Oh, so it's a full bath with a tub.
Yeah.
I didn't expect these updates. Really, in
That's what I meant by the retro mod. It's like you got modern in one spot,
But it's restored.
restored in another.
Well, this is 1940.
1948.
Yeah, and so we like the 1920, 1930s, but coming from a modern
Yeah, well,
home.
this is 2000.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's so nice. So I really like it.
yeah, and it's all done.
Oh, Kevin.
We've got, you know, I've got projects for you, honey. Let's look in this. Can we look in the first bedroom?
Sure.
Pretty. This is great. I really like it.
Although, this is pretty small, baby.
But for an office?
Yeah. How many bedrooms is this again?
3.
Oh, okay. We're fine.
It sounds good when you say 3-bedroom, 2-bath, but when you look at the size of those bedrooms, they're more like closets.
Look at this whole kitchen has been redone. That's kind of
Yes.
cool. So stove definitely here.
The cellars, there was something wrong with the stove, so they will be replacing that.
Okay,
Cool.
great.
Yeah, it'll be a brand new gas stove.
What are these counters?
Yeah.
I think they're poured concrete with the resin on top.
That's kinda
Interesting,
cool.
yeah.
Really
So
interesting.
very durable. I think they're pretty.
Yeah, this is really well done.
I love this huge farm sink.
No kidding.
That's great.
We could bathe a grandkid in there.
I'm having a
Oh,
problem.
yes, you could.
If we had one.
Yes.
Wait, no, stop, please.
Not yet. It's okay. It's okay. This house works really well for kind of my sense of minimalism because everything is very well laid out. It's clean, and I really do like it.
Now we get to the master.
So this, I'm assuming, might have been an add-on.
Yes, most definitely.
Okay.
Oh, this is so well done.
Again, it's all modern. It's all done. It's all built. It's not period. I get you like it, all right? But I'm not so much.
Well, let's go take a look at the backyard. It's nice that there's a door from the master.
Oh,
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great.
It's a good site.
Ah, so something you like.
I can have my plants out here.
Yeah, what would we do with all your plants here? You want to put a greenhouse here?
Yes.
Wouldn't that be great? Then you could have actually something to do in this house. I like it. So at $200 a square foot, do you think this is a good investment for this area?
It is market value. This area is still transitioning, so I would caution you not to over-improve.
Don't over-improve.
Yeah.
Sounded like don't do anything. Yes. I don't like the size. I want a little more room.
Even with the third bedroom and you can have this whole bedroom to yourself?
but they're like closet-sized bedrooms.
Yeah, they're tiny.
So they're really tiny.
But we don't have that much stuff.
And that master is not tiny. That's a
No, the
nice
master's
large
not.
master.
But too small, too close to the daughter, nothing for me to do.
I like
Well, you guys think about it, y'all talk about it, and we'll be in touch.
it. Okay.
But they don't seem to be any closer to making a decision.
Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, you could literally throw a rock and hit our daughter's house. That's too close.
We're not going to be throwing rocks at our house, first of all. I think that plant is about to die.
I'm trying to take care of it. It's got to have a new home someplace.
Kevin and Sandi have been looking for their 13th home. Now they're ready to decide between vintage fixer-uppers and houses near their daughter.
What about that cottage? The thing I just can't get over is that it's next to the cemetery. It's so unusual.
That part doesn't bother me at all. What bothers me is while they did a great job making it look like a 1920s house, the house is a year old.
But we don't have to do anything.
It-
You would have that space for your greenhouse.
That did have a nice screened-in porch that I could turn into the greenhouse.
And that house was so big.
Yeah, I love that space. And when they say 3 bedrooms, they're true bedrooms.
I know that your favorite was probably that bungalow, right?
So close to downtown and the Riverwalk, plenty for me to do. I didn't like that it was so small.
But it was so weird. My God, that awkward layout. And it was so expensive.
It was expensive.
It was so far from Sid.
She'd just be 20 minutes away. That's no big deal.
I really liked the Craftsman. That was totally my favorite.
Not so much for me. There was nothing for me to do.
There was plenty for you to do in that yard.
There was.
But it was the size and the price of that was perfect.
And Size is a problem for me because those bedrooms are about the size of closets.
Yeah. But so close to Sid.
Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, you could literally hit throw a rock and hit our daughter's house. That's too close.
We're not going to be throwing rocks at our house, first of all. I'm going to start right here because this is the main color anyway. Oh, look. Perfect.
Well, we have the quietest neighbors you could possibly have.
What we ended up getting was the cottage, a brand new house that looks old, but has these great amenities of a new house that is close to downtown and close enough to my daughter.
Not too close, but close enough.
Yeah.
Hello, hello. Hey, we're in the back.
It was tough for me to get over the hill of this is a brand new house that we're in. Nothing to do, but thankfully Sandy's let me work in the backyard a lot.
When we first saw this house, it was $325,000, and we put in an offer that was accepted at $315,000, and I think that was a great deal for the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Not everybody wants to live next to a cemetery, and we're okay with it. It's actually really calming, so I just try to picture it as a park and not really headstones.
Are you specifically going to do a greenhouse in here? Or?
Yes, this will be the greenhouse.
Okay.
You know, I got my chairs, but obviously no plants yet. The biggest selling point for me on this house was it was the largest. So, I get a whole office to myself, and I was excited about that.
Glad I can live so close and borrow tools.
There you go.
I feel settled here. I love that our daughter is settled. I feel that we're settled.
I'm ready not to move again.